Hey guys, so today here I have with me the Poco X3 NFC, and in this video I'm going to do a long-term review of the Poco X3 NFC and plus my opinion on the phone in the long term after the Android 11 update. The first thing that I really need to point out is that the Android 11 update took its time, and it's like almost everyone knows at this point that the update will take its time. And most, like, even though some companies are like releasing the beta, but there are some region locks, like some maybe if you're in some regions you might not get the beta and you have to wait for several months to get the update. But here after waiting for at least I think since I got the phone after like 7 to 8 months, after that I have gotten the Android 11 update, and this phone was my daily driver. There are some glitches issues that are in the phone, but it could be fixed with a simple software update. Before the update the phone was already great, and there wasn't anything that was missing or something that something you would be like I need this feature because and this is coming in the next update. It already had all the features. The Android 11 update just improved it and kept it up to date, and in the future also to get all the updates and the performance and everything, nothing degraded. But yeah, there are some facts about but those facts are applied or only on Android, like all kind of Android, like whether it's MIUI, Realme UI, Color OS, any phone that gets the update of, you will notice some sluggishness, but overall it's at least this phone is working really well. There are some issues like with the keyboard when you're typing, like here when you open the keyboard sometimes, like after the update I did notice, like when you're typing right now it's responding, but sometimes it does have some sluggishness, some lagginess, like if you're touching here it will take some time to respond, but after the restart it gets fine. And these and some similar things like that, maybe some things like after updating the phone, this phone got really hot, and like running the benchmarks on this phone, the phone got really hot, like hot to the point where it would be concerning, and the phone would literally show you a temperature warning. But all in all, this update is nice, and brings the customization. So there are some things that MIUI or Xiaomi has limited, like you don't get on the icon customization which you get on stock Android 11. But it's a thing that almost every company is going to do something about it. Like some companies will let you do it, some companies will limit it, and this phone already allowed you some customization, like in the setting options where you're getting some customizations. I'll just show you in the settings. Like here there were some options, like in the notification control center, like these options were not shown, and even the floating icons, like the small icons, like Facebook Messenger style, those are the things which are added in Android 11, and some optimization, some security features and everything. And overall like even the one I'll give my opinion, one thing about it that improved with the Android 11 update is that when I got this phone and when I turned on the 120 Hz display refresh rate on this phone, I did notice that it was working really smoothly. On Android 10 it was somewhat a bit jitterish, or even this animation, like the main thing that I really felt at start with this phone was the animation, like this animation. At this point there would be some kind of sluggishness, maybe some stuttering or something like that. But I'm happy that Xiaomi and Poco have fixed that in the Android 11 update. It was really bothering me, like when I was using it, like it would really remind me that there is some issues in MIUI. There is still some issues, some glitches, some hangups, but majority of them which were in Android 10 are fixed, and there are a little bit less, but that will be fixed in some monthly security updates. And as far as the updates are concerned, I think it will still get like Android 13, I think at least Android 12. Till Android 12 it's given, and in between that you'll get the MIUI updates and the MIUI versions. One thing that's confusing about Xiaomi in general is just related to the company, that they announced MIUI 12.5 with Android 11, the way they announced, and but after that some phones got the 12.5 update. But like this phone, when it got the update, this is the version that's being shown to me, like this one, 12.0.1. I just don't understand what's the thing with Xiaomi. Even the smartphone naming scheme is a kind of odd, and even the software marking, like this is where you can see Android 11 written, But if you go with the MIUI version, you're just confused like what's 12.0.1. Some people are getting 12.5, some are getting like 12.0.1. Like it's full of confusion. But I hope that the company fixes this issue, like this problem, like their naming scheme, the way they name their software, in a better way. Like this, and this is also nice. Like this is the way you can tell that this is the Android 11. But I think the company can also improve a lot more things on this phone, like some sluggishness, some like the way the Gboard kind of responses a bit late. Those kind of things I think the company can fix. Even runs the benchmark. The when I told you that this phone showed me a battery temperature warning, it was when I was running this application, the Android 2 benchmark. And this benchmark really takes a toll on your phone. And this score is really nice. And as far as I remember, from Android 10 to Android 11, this was an increase. Like there was a slight increase, not like a major generational leap or something like that. And even in the benchmark, like this is in Geekbench 5, I can show you the score before and after. Like this is the scores. Like this is the score 308 and 1339 before the update. Like it's showing Android 11. In one of these histories, like this is the Android 10 scores, this one 568 and 1617, and this is after the update and when the phone cooled down a bit. Like it's little bit like maybe the multi-core is higher but the single core is lower. But here in this history you can clearly see, like this is Android 10, this is Android 11 right after the update, and this is Android 11 after a little bit more time when the phone cooled down. So you can clearly see that the temperature really did throttle the performance, and I did notice some sluggishness. I thought that maybe it's like what mostly happens when you get an update, the phone hangs or gets a bit slow. But when I ran the benchmark again after the phone cooled down and the temperature is normal, then it was fine and it was almost around it, and the multi-core is a little bit higher. And even in the gaming performance, you can see I have noticed that it gets the same amount of performance. And there is one more thing a lot of people have asked me in my other videos. Like this is my opinion about. Let me wrap this up. About this phone, I'm happy with the way in the timing by which the phone got the Android 11 update. It could still be improved, and it should be. And I hope that Xiaomi Poco, whatever slight issues this phone has, even after the update, maybe some type that sluggishness, some lagginess, that should be fixed in the coming monthly security updates. And when I mentioned about the software, the company's way the timing by when they release the security update is completely all over the place. Like sometimes it could, like I think after the Android 11 update, it's been a month or so, and I haven't seen any other security patch. That is some things that some companies do good and some companies do not even care about it. I hope Xiaomi Poco listens and gives you a timely security updates. And as far as if you like a lot of people in my previous, and this phone is getting, it will get better, and I hope that when it gets its last major Android update, I hope by that time all the any issues that I have noticed gets fixed. That's my opinion about this phone. And I think if any one of you were on the fence whether you should update the phone or not, because in previous years there was a lot of things that were happening with Android, that even if you get one major Android update, if you update it, the phone gets slow, it heats up, you face a lot of issues instead of getting a fix. But I think this Android 11 update has fixed a lot of the issues that this phone had, and I think if you were thinking whether you should update or not, I think you should. And it's a very it's not a visual overhaul, but it's a good under the hood changes that you will obviously notice. That's my opinion about this phone, and you should get updated. And as far as like the other phones, like in my previous Realme Narzo 30A versus Realme C3, I'll put the link of that video somewhere in the video, maybe in the iCard, or maybe a pop-up will show up. A lot of people did comment on my video that I should do a comparison of both of those phones with Realme UI 2.0. But the issue is that when Realme announces any Realme UI 2.0 beta, open beta, closed beta, public beta, or even the stable version, I've seen that they have limited it only to India, and I am in Pakistan. And the issue is that there is no way I have found that I could anyway manually update my Narzo 30A to Realme UI 2.0, or get any weight across it. So that's why I've been waiting for the Realme UI 2.0 update with the Android 11 update, so that I can give my opinion about the phone as a whole and about the phone. And after the update, what I have noticed is what's the improvement, the difference, the changes, or even compare it with the Poco X3 NFC with Android 11. But if you want a long-term review of the Nazo 30A with Android 10, about how it's going on for the last few months, do let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video about it and post it if I see a lot of response about that. That's all for today. Thank you. Allah Hafez.